Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Jar of Marble dwellers and Jar of Marble curious. My name is Linda and this is Jar of Marbles.
And I'm Bob.
And so glad you're here, Bob.
Me too, I'm glad you're here too.
Me too, Bob. And yeah, okay, Bob. Thank you so much for everyone joining us today. Today, I want to talk a little bit about calm your mind. Creating a calming mind is an art. To feel the pleasure of that calm, we need to boost our mind until it becomes calm. Well, that's right, Bob. To deal with those daily stresses, I'm keen to help myself with ways to help myself and hopefully, I think I just sort of said that twice really, didn't I? Yeah, you did. Anyway, and hopefully help you too. The problem of not having a calm mind is the problem of thoughts that are not under our control. They lack control. And as Prasad Mays said, the mind is like water. When it's turbulent, it's difficult to see. When it's calm, everything becomes clear.
How true is that?
Exactly. As long as you know the ways to calm your mind, you have the ultimate weapon to overcome challenges you meet in your life.
Every challenge indeed.
You can. Attitude is so important, and if it's backed with a practice that slows you down and gives you a sense of peace even when things are pear-shaped, you will, at the very least, bounce back a little bit faster, as opposed to staying in a place of high anxiety, stress, and perhaps profound sadness. As a young woman, and I mean a teenager, I look back at how deeply worried and freaked out I could be if something scary or worrying was occurring, and looking back at her, I can recall the painful stomach aches I used to get when I was worried about something, and they were so debilitating, so bad sometimes that I'd be mid-stride, I'd be out walking, and I have to stand still, completely still, as the pain was so intense. And worrying plagued me as a young one, and I think that I was quite spirited, and yes, I did laugh a lot, make jokes, etc., a happy kind of kid, that no one would have guessed in a million years that I suffered a lot with pain. I simply had no idea that I could change all of that. I had no idea that I shouldn't have been made to feel like that in the first place. And with a lack of support and care, it can sort of leave you feeling worried, sometimes often needlessly. We didn't have the internet or any way of accessing information and no one to ask. And those kind of questions like I'm so worried and about what I'm agonising over, it was often met with total disregard and get over yourself kind of attitude that in the end, what we do is we don't mention our worries, do we? We can then learn to stuff down our feelings and be suffering in silence. And this is documented and widely known now that folk stuff down their feelings. But,
oh great, I do like a but.
I was really lucky that I had lovely friends. We would often, spend our time hanging out at rivers surrounding our township. And so being out in the solace of the countryside gave me a lot of peacefulness. And the body loves movement and the mind loves stillness. And we've got to offer that up so that we can come back to ourselves in some kind of regard, so we can be clear about our lives or indeed our thinking. I didn't put it together then, but over time I recognised that being out in the bush was the only place that made sense to me, was immediately calming. More than that, just blissful. Being around trees. I love trees.
Yeah, me too.
Do you, Bob?
Yeah.
There's so much folklore about trees, and I have also been drawn to that as such an interesting subject. Well, really, many subjects. There are specific sacred trees varied across different Celtic regions, for example. There are 7 trees commonly associated with Celtic mythology, and these are the oak tree, ash tree, yew tree, hawthorn tree, hazel tree, rowan tree and apple tree. And each tree possesses its own unique symbolism and significance. Celtic being my background, my heritage, it is a huge subject containing profoundly sacred medicine, stories and history, and I find it fascinating. So, as I was sitting on a riverbank or halfway up, well, not a mountain, say, but very, very high hills, I would find myself in a meditative state and grew to be drawn to, and over time still do, just to simply do that. Just sit with my eyes closed and just listen to the wind if there's any, just listen to the rustling of trees and leaves and grass if there's any, just that lovely quiet state. At the time I was a singer in a rock band for a few years as a teenager, so this was a great flip of the coin for me too. Music, mostly original, lots of dancing and this lovely quiet life outside of that as well.
Oh yes, a rock singer, I remember.
Yeah, it was a fantastic experience. It was a great time and it all seemed perfectly natural, and mostly it was just really good fun. And as we all do as teenagers, we don't really think too much on what we're doing, we just do. And while we're on it, being a singer has been a great way to feel, well, at one with the earth, as well as opening up my lungs and letting out the music, especially my own compositions. It was all natural. I didn't think too much of it, as I said. So anyway,
So ego wasn't really involved.
nah, looking back, never.
You know, I ordered an Uber by accident
Yeah.
and I just got in and I just went somewhere.
God, you're a goober.
Yeah.
Mindful meditation is the simplest way to start the process.
I'm not sure I can meditate. I think too much.
Well, that's the thing, Bob. You just get to be peaceful about the contents of your mind.
Oh, yeah, that sounds all right.
Sitting down, lying down, closing your eyes, just stop. It does not need to be complicated. There is peace in there underneath all the everyday today verbiage. It's the being quiet long enough for it to be seen, felt, however you perceive peace. As such, it makes the present moment stand out, enabling you to be conscious of your present experiences, thoughts, and feelings without being judgmental. It helps you to alleviate any feelings of feeling uncomfortable, self-doubt, anxiety, etc., guilt. For that reason, it helps you to break free from the relentless cycle of negative thoughts. Oh, it sure does. And worries that often prevent us from thinking ahead, enhances sleep. Oh boy, does it. And I love my sleep.
Yeah, me too. I love sleep, big sleeps.
I'm a much nicer girl with my sleep, you know.
Yeah, you're a right grouch.
Oh, that I am. I own it if I don't get my sleep.
Yeah, you're a big old grouchy grouch.
Thanks, Bob.
Really grouchy.
All right, Bob. When you use a simple approach, you can watch the events in your life unfold without reacting impulsively. It changes poor habits, creates better default behaviours. That small distance that meditation brings about clarity and just that lovely sense of peace, which in turn simply boosts how you feel and also perhaps your confidence, I would say. Look, I'm a girl's girl. I'm a woman's woman. I want to see you succeed. And there are a few things that we can apply that work and will make a difference from the first time you do it. I think that doing things for yourself is a powerful additive in your life. I know it is for me. It means I am looking after my self-care. I'm not relying on anyone providing that for me, and that in turn leaves you feeling strong and sure of yourself. And I say to that, oh, why the hell not?
Yeah, especially if there's trees involved.
That's right. Because having a sense of newfound clarity and calm can encourage you to face uncertainties with a steadier, more objective outlook.
Oh, yes, lady.
On top of that, it sharpens your focus and concentration, clearing the way to handle the day's ups and downs.
Oh, yeah, I like anything that sharpens this great mind of mine. I'm a weapon of knowledge.
Yes, good on you, Bob. Don't half-ass anything. Whatever you do, always use your full ass. There are many ways to slip mindful meditation into your daily routine. For example, you can engage in body scan meditations. Find a comfortable position, close your eyes as you take a few deep breaths, and in a gradual sequence from head to toe, pay attention to different body parts. Focus on the sensations on each body part, such as tension or discomfort. And also being mindful of your breath. It's quite amazing how you'll suddenly realise that a part of your back hurts or you've got a dull ache in one of your arms or your legs just by being mindful in that moment. Your goal is not to change these sensations but to be aware of your physical state, which can ground your thoughts in the present moment. And when you do that, it redirects your focus away from anxiety-inducing kind of thinking. There are many ways to slip mindful meditation into your daily routine. For example, you can, as I say, engage in the body scan meditation. And sometimes it just might mean just sitting down quietly in a lounge chair, or if you're on a bit of a break at work, just to sit quietly for even just a minute. The difference is quite profound.
May we all have moments every day that make us feel good.
Yes, as good as we do in a dress with pockets.
Really?
Yep. Well, when you know, you know. I reckon they should be called frockets.
What should?
Dresses that have pockets. Call them frockets.
Oh, I lose my number.
Shut up, Bob. It's a worthwhile notion to create a physical activity routine. The benefits of physical activity extend beyond the physical to improve your mental well-being. As we said before, the body loves to move, but that regular exercise, it just reduces symptoms of if you've been feeling stressed or unsure about anything, any kind of anxiety. It does promote the release of endorphins, which, many call the feel-good hormones. So they just improve your mood. And this saying by Rumi, love it. Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. And today I am wise, so I'm changing myself. I really love that.
That's really good.
It is. Walking and yoga are simple physical activities you can incorporate into any daily routine. Walking may be a simple, low-impact exercise.
I don't like walking.
Why not?
I don't know, get bored.
Yeah, but its impact on your heart, your health, your mood, your energy levels, weight management is immeasurable. You can do it anywhere.
Oh, I don't like going walking out in the streets. I'm scared a dog will bite me.
You know what I do, Bob? I can walk around my backyard, or you can take yourself to a park. It's just a call to be present for yourself. We live in such heavy times of upheaval, sorrow and injustice. We are soldiering on. This is where we need to breathe in exactly where you are. A nice deep breath now, in slowly and out slowly. And a few more. Feel how much better you feel. Notice the small details. Feel your feet on the ground. Even better if you have bare feet and get on some ground, some grass. Let the wind wash over you and help you find new directions. Yesterday I was feeling a little bit out of sorts, and we'd had a bit of rain, and so I was in my dressing gown and my slippers, and I went out the front yard because we've got a lawn out the front there, and I went and I was just standing there on the lawn, and I realised after a period of time that it was actually starting to get dark, and I started laughing to myself because I was imagining what I looked like here in my big old winter, dressing gown, bare feet, on the lawn, minding my own business. But I tell you what though, it sorted me out. I came back inside and I just felt better. And I know that on the market right now, I saw it's everywhere on social media platforms, these grounding mats, and the feedback sounds fantastic. And it's based on the same thing, just getting you grounded, releasing all the extra stuff out of your body. I don't know the science of it as yet. We'll look into it. But I know for a fact grounding or earthing really works. And any opportunity I get to whip my feet off, my slippers or my shoes off, and stand on a piece of grass for a while, really does feel good.
Hey, why are frogs so happy? They eat whatever bugs them.
Thank you, Bob. I love this quote. You may recall it. The only things in this life that you really regret are the risks you didn't take. And God knows if you see a chance, be happy. Grab it with both hands, and to hell with the consequences.
So what are you eating?
What do you mean, what am I eating?
What are you eating these days?
Well, I love steamed vegetables. That's one of my most favourite meals. If I've just got a few different vegetables that I can steam lightly and eat them, again, you just feel so much better for it. It's easy to make changes to your eating. I'm avoiding the word diet because to me it suggests going without, and I don't like that one bit. But for your wellness and the feeling of loving your life, for example, if you start your day with breakfast, some people don't eat till late morning or till after midday. Start your day with, something that includes whole grains, or in my case I'll have vegetables. You can have fresh fruit or nuts, but it's got to be something that's going to have lasting energy and is better for your digestive health. I like a bowl of blueberries that I've also soaked in coconut water and chia seeds, half a banana, and later I'll take that out of the fridge and add some sesame seeds, walnuts, dates, raisins, and I'll top that with real Greek yogurt. When I say real, I come to my attention that there's Greek yogurt out there, but it's styled Greek yogurt or Greek yogurt style. But it's not Greek yogurt. I was most shouldn't be surprised, but I was. I have long reduced processed foods and in my diet and high sugar intake. And that's been a game changer in terms of lowering risk of health issues linked to, such foods. Sleep. Yes, sleep.
You like your sleep?
Well, no, so do you.
I do.
Is also the body's opportunity to cleanse, release and rejuvenate.
It's only really my favourite pastime. Hey, what did the mummy cow say to the baby cow? It's past your bedtime. So what's the tea on sleep? Give it to me.
Consistency. Consistent sleep, Bob. Scheduled sleep regulates your internal clock because you go to bed and you wake up at the same time every day. And in addition, making the old fart sack super comfy in your sleeping environment, such as making sure you've got a comfortable mattress, pillow, and maintaining a cool room temperature, minimising noise, and using low light levels. And what a difference a pillow makes. So that seems to be quite the challenge for so many people. I've spoken to many people on this subject trying to find the right pillow.
God, Father's word. Why did the man put a ruler underneath his pillow? He wanted to see how long he slept.
That sucks, Bob.
Yeah, thank you.
Getting blackout curtains or earplugs if necessary to ensure you sleep is really, really good thing to do and just makes it extra restful and sufficient.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You can almost also limit your exposure to the blue light emitted by your phone, tablet or computer, as it can interfere with your ability to fall asleep. Other areas that may affect your sleep could be a lack of regular exercise and stress. Hashtag calm your mind.
So this is all about having a calm mind.
Yes, it is, Bob. Personal goals are your roadmap for future achievements, from career aspirations to personal growth targets like learning a new skill or improving your health and your fitness. As such, these have to be clear goals and something that you can actually achieve. That'll motivate you to stay on track and for you to aim towards them. And once you have these goals laid out, you can manifest them. It involves attracting your dream life through positive thoughts, visualization, and actionable steps.
Yeah, I don't know. Sounds like hard work to me.
I know you, Bob. You're a lazy sod.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You must have seen visual boards on social media. It's one of the top visualization techniques, and you can combine it with daily affirmations to cement your desires and encourage a proactive approach to achieving them. Dr. Tara Swart, she calls them action boards, and she's definitely someone to look up on YouTube. Dr. Tara Swart, Swart. Building positive social connections has to be something to be considered. When you do a little bit of homework, even from a scientific point of view, the parts of the brain that light up and the feeling that you get in your heart and in your body when you are feeling supported, it reduces those feelings of loneliness and can help you face so much, practically anything in your life, really.
Did you hear about the first restaurant to open on the moon?
No, Bob.
Had great food, but no atmosphere.
On top of that, meaningful interactions with friends, family or acquaintances can boost your mood and just give you a sense of belonging. And I really believe that on this planet, that is something that is it's just missing in so many people's lives, that sense of belonging to something, someone, to a group, to a family. You should also try to engage with people online as well. There's lots of fantastic groups and people that get together through digital and social media. But I would always prioritise face-to-face interactions, obviously, whenever possible. Being there for others in their time of need can also solidify relationships. People never forget when you've been there for them. And it just, that expressing of gratitude and appreciation through simple gestures, whether it's just writing a little note or a card saying thank you, buying them a coffee, ringing them to say thank you, it just really helps for respect to grow and honesty, and you just can feel like you can be open with someone. There are also ways to make new social connections. For example, obviously there's clubs and groups and classes that align with your interests. It can be an activity as simple as cooking session, say, even if it's, say, not live on YouTube but via Zoom, or even virtual book club meetings. There's just so much that we have on offer now. I know that during the pandemic, I was involved in some theatre, some short plays, and people were coming from all over. They were told what role they were playing, and then you got a chance to print off the play being emailed to you, and then you have a look at your role, and then off we'd go, just reading the playthrough. And I've just got to say, it was absolutely fantastic. It was just wonderful having to be somewhere, even if it was in my studio. And for many of us, it's just being in the lounge room, in our bedroom, just somewhere wherever your laptop is. But it really helped not only to pass the time, but to have fun. It was really good. Another thing about calming your mind has to be finances. Your finances impact your physical and mental health. For instance, the worry of not being able to meet your financial obligations or the uncertainty about future financial security can increase the risk of anxiety, can't it? Depression and stress-related health issues. And further, to get professional help for severe anxiety and stress, you need health insurance that it caters to mental health. And some healthcare providers cover mental health, but you should confirm if yours does to avoid unexpected expenses as you try different mental health programs. But my final thoughts.
Oh, yes, the final thought. So calm your mind. Is that like calm your farm?
Yeah, sort of, Bob. The first step towards calmness is acknowledging that you need to make some changes. Once you do that, you can analyse your lifestyle, daily routine to see what needs to go and what practices to try. And these changes will require patience and consistency.
It's like having an overhaul, isn't it? Like a fine tuning, if you will.
Yeah, I guess it is. It's an overhaul of habits you've acquired over time. We all have them. It could even feel daunting, hence making them gradual. Baby steps, and then just improve on them bit by bit. And on top of that, some changes such as diet and exercise. You might even get a personal coach if you need the initial motivation to get going.
Elevators terrify me. I'm taking steps to avoid them.
Okay, Bob. # calm your mind. In today's fast-paced world, the ability to calm the mind is not just a luxury, it's a necessity. It's a necessity,
It is.
It's a necessity.
Good, you got it?
Yeah, I think I have. Mindfully calming your mind offers a range of benefits that go far beyond mere relaxation. By incorporating mindful practices into your routine, you can cultivate a state of mental clarity and emotional balance that enhances just your overall well-being.
And boy, that is rather addictive.
Well, it is actually. Understanding mindfulness, and that involves paying full attention to the present moment without judgment. Now, to break that right down, that could be just standing in the supermarket waiting to be served or waiting to serve yourself, whatever it is, and you just realise that you might be feeling a little bit uptight, or you might be ruminating over a concern, and being mindful is you're able to bring your thoughts right back to where you are in this moment. And you might be thinking then about your garden, something that just makes you feel better. So as these thoughts, emotions and sensations, as they arise and pass away, you can train your mind to focus on the here and now, and that really does help reduce stress, and you just feel a little bit more peaceful for it.
And
yes, Bob. Probably just as well it is the end of another podcast.
Yeah, my name's Bob.
Yeah, whatever, Bill. I hope you enjoyed it a bit. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, do we have to go?
Yeah, we have to, my love.
I know. Until next time. Saying goodbye is always such sweet sorrow.
I know you really struggle with it, don't you?
I do.
Anyway, say good day to the family for me. Give the honker a honk, and we'll see you next time, okay? Okay then. Bye.
Bye.